welcome back to my channel. It is Key, aka Natural Debutante, and today, wait, before we get started, if you're into natural hair, if you are into beauty, you want to see some videos about some good natural hair tips, some beauty tips, go ahead and subscribe below and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. We upload every Tuesday and Friday. So today I asked my followers on Instagram if I should do a Jackie Aina review or a Fenty beauty review first, and they said Fenty, so we are here with the Fenty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. This is it right here. I have never used any Fenty products because it was a matte foundation. I have dry skin, so like anything that's extremely matte for me is like no. Like I put powder on my face and that's it. Like anything else that's drying, like sucking the moisture from my skin, like no. So I stayed clear of that. So now they have this hydrating one, and it's supposed to be just as good as the original foundation that she came out with. So I'm so excited to try this. So I'm just gonna go through the whole routine with you. I only bought this product. I did not buy the primer, and I have not bought anything else. So this is going to be a test. I'm going to use all the products that I normally use on my face, so I will know for sure if I like this foundation or not. My foundations works with all my other products, so I'll know if this foundation works since I'm using the same product. So like I said, I have very dry skin, so my face was already cleansed and I put my moisturizer on, but I'm also going to follow up with this moisturizer that is an SPF as well. I live in San Diego, so it's consistently sunny, so I'm just going to put a little bit, not a lot at all, and I'm just going to put that all over my skin, and it blends right in, which is great. I might have even put too much. Want to make sure you protect your skin. And I have a habit of not putting this on sometimes, so I have to literally leave it here in this room where I do my makeup, because if I don't, I will forget. And you should be wearing this consistently every single day. Okay, so now that that is on, I'm going to follow up with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. This is super moisturizing, so naturally I love it since my skin is so dry. I do get a little oily right here on my nose, but other than that, everything else is extremely dry. So I just put both of these on back to back. So I'm so excited about this foundation because when Rihanna came out with her original Pro Filt'r foundation and it was like a matte formula, I really wanted to try it, and I just could not bring myself to do it because I have so many hydrating foundations that work really well for me. So it's like, why would I go spend money on a foundation when I know matte is not it for my skin? Like it's not it for my skin, and I prefer to not. So when I heard that when I saw this, I think I saw it on Trend Mood first. When I saw it on Trend Mood, I was so excited about it, and I got an email from Sephora. Their marketing skills are clearly up to par. I got an email from Sephora at like 12:40 at night, like midnight, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, that the Pro Filt'r foundation was in stock, and so was the Jackie Aina's palette with ABH. So I was like, add to cart, checking out, 1 o'clock in the morning, done. Had to do it. So I am now going to be using the foundation. I am using the shade 420, so we will hope that this works. And I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand so maybe you guys can see it. So I just did 3 pumps. That's the consistency of it. It's not watery, that's for sure. I do like the tube that it comes in, just because these will be so easy to travel with. I'm always thinking about when I travel. I love to travel, so whenever I travel, like when I buy products, one of the first things I think about is like, can I travel with this? And do they offer it in travel size? So this is really cool because it's not glass. I'm just gonna put this all over my face. I don't have another color, so let's hope, pray, hoping, wishing, and a praying. Hoping and a wishing and a wishing and a praying that this will work. So I used probably too much. As normal, that's fine. We're just gonna blend it out, see what we are looking like. Believe it's supposed to be medium coverage, so. And I believe it retails for $32 or $39. I will put that on the screen. Oh, it smells good though. Like, I wonder if all her products smell good. It smells really good. So the color looks really good. I could probably go a little bit more yellow, a little more golden, but it looks good. I want to make sure you always get up in that hairline, okay? Like, I always have a bonnet on when I do my hair, but you still want to make sure you get up in there because, like, that'll be horrible if you don't. So I still have a little bit left, so I'm just gonna dab my brush in here, put it right here, in my problem areas. So I would definitely say this is medium coverage. You can still see my dark spots right here. And I have a mole right here that you can still see pretty well. So I would say it's medium coverage, but from what I'm doing now, I would say that it's probably buildable. We're not gonna build this up to full coverage though. We're gonna let it rock. Okay, we're gonna let it rock. I don't know how I feel about it though. It does really smell good though. So I do like the finish of this so far. Like, it's definitely more dewy than my other foundations that I have, but I like it. Not in a bad way. And all of that will be fixed. Like, if you don't want your face to be dewy like this, it can be fixed easily, obviously, if you just put some powder on top, which we will be putting powder on top to set my face anyway, so it's fine. So the color is spot on. Clearly didn't blend this out very well down here, so let's get that going real quick. But the color is spot on, child. It's spot on. I love it. Okay. I said I didn't know, but I love it already. This is super exciting. This makes me want to go buy some more of her products. Sephora is having the sale starting on Monday the 19th as well. So cop your goods, boo. Cop your goods and save your coin. You know, Sephora don't be having sales like Ulta. So again, the color looks really good. Like, I'm leaning in because I'm hoping you guys will be able to actually see this, but the color looks really good. Like, it really matches my skin tone. Like, it looks like my skin, but better. I will take it. I'll take it. Really like it. Let's do the rest of the makeup look, and we're gonna do a wear test. It's probably like 3 o'clock right now. I'll come back around like 9 or 10. 6-7 hours of wear. That's pretty much the longest I normally wear my foundation. It's very rare that I wear my foundation any longer than that. I am not big on wearing foundation for extended periods of time unless I absolutely have to. So with that being said, because this looks really good, let's actually, I said we weren't gonna build it up, but let's try. Let's see what we can do with this. So I'm gonna do one full pump. That's what we got for one pump, and I'm just going to add a little bit more, just a little bit more, just one pump more. From what I've heard about her foundation is that it dries down a little darker than what it goes on as, so we'll see. It's drying down really well for me. It looks really good. And the reason I knew what color to get without having been to the store and never using her foundations previously is because I just watched YouTube videos of people that had darker skin and just guesstimated. Good thing about Sephora, you can always take it back if it's not matching. But yeah, it is definitely buildable. See how right here I have a dark spot right here. I have hyperpigmentation right here, really bad hyperpigmentation, and it's covering it really, really well. You can still see a little bit of it, which is totally fine. I don't mind that at all. So I did a total of 4 pumps. So I started out with 3 because I was being ridiculous, and I did a 4th pump. So how much is in here? There's 1.08 fluid ounces, which is the same amount that of the matte Pro Filt'r foundation as well. So you get a normal sized amount, and we are going to use the Born This Way concealer. It's Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Chestnut. So I'm just gonna put that right here. Oh man, this is yellow. I love it. I definitely think I can go darker, or not darker, if there's a color that has a little bit more yellow for the Fenty foundation, that would be great. But because this product, because the multi-use concealer is so yellow, it'll work out. Like, it's not even a big deal at all. Just a tad bit here. I have a small forehead and I don't want it to be any bigger, really, but I do a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. Just a tad. And we're just gonna blend this out, and we're gonna double up on this because I feel like we need a little bit more concealer. Now I'm going to use the Radiant Creamy Concealer by NARS, and this is in the shade Walnut. So I'm not gonna use a lot of this, like it's basically empty anyway, but I am gonna put it here so we can get a little bit more yellow, a little bit more golden energy, okay? To bring out all my golden features. All my golden. Oops, that was a lot. That's okay. We're gonna blend it out. That's it. It's gonna blend that out. Same thing. Bring out my golden undertones. So I don't use a cream contour at all any longer. What I do though is use because normally it's a little darker here anyway, so I just use a powder contour. So I just use a powder contour to contour my face and set right here because it's a little darker anyway. So I'm gonna use this Beauty Bakery, what is this? Better Not Bitter Coffee and Cocoa palette. Now this palette is so pretty. It is so pretty. So I always use this one to contour. I don't even use any other contour anymore. I was using the BH Cosmetics It's My Ray Ray palette. I was using their palette, but it's a little dark. It's okay. It's not bad. I really like it, but when I got this one, like, I just couldn't put it down. So I'm just gonna use this right here. Use this one right here. And I dab off the excess and just contour my face. And again. And then push up the contour too, because you don't want it to go below. So first we'll do that. We're gonna fix this right here. So I need a new brush, but we're gonna fix it. What I do is take 2 different powders. So I'm going to take the Sasha Buttercup powder. This is super yellow, which is why I love it. I'm just going to dip my beauty blender in it Just how much I have on here. Tap off the excess and go to town. Go to town. That's pretty. Do you see that? That's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, that's really pretty. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Tap off the excess and go to town. I'm gonna take a little bit more. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that, just like the stuff that's in here on the top. I'm just going to clean up this contour because it's looking really, really dark and not clean. Okay, so we're just gonna clean it up here. Here we go, like that. All right. So I'm just going to powder the rest of my face. This is what I do with all of my foundations. I like to make sure that all of my face is set so it lasts throughout the day, because like there's nothing worse than putting all this work into doing your makeup and then your foundation not setting. And I don't know not one person that wears makeup that does not set their foundation. So we will be setting it with my second favorite powder, Laura Mercier in Translucent Deep. So this powder is so gorgeous. I know that Fenty came out with a powder foundation or powder setting powders in like 4 or 5 different colors or something, which is pretty amazing, because when Laura Mercier came out with this deep one, I was shookington. Shook, okay? Shook. So I do go over my contour a little bit. So I take some, I put it on my brush, and then I dip off the excess in here because I don't really need a lot. My face is already dry, so naturally. So I just need enough to set my foundation. I don't need to be moving around and stuff. So we'll set everywhere. And I get really good smile lines. I think everybody does. I think most people have smile lines, but mine are super prominent. I smile a lot, so I mean, I'm just a happy person. You know, it's the meditation. It's the meditation, the moisturizing, and drinking water, combined with minding my business. Just saying. So I smile a lot, and yeah. So now that that is set, I'm going to follow up with some highlight right here. And I'm gonna be using Le Bronze from Artist Couture and Jackie Aina. Look, I be supporting the queens, okay? I support all my queens out here. And just gonna put a little bit. Trying to get some Naomi cheekbones within 5 minutes. Okay, so I just take these, what's in the top, and put that on. So the one thing about highlight is that it will show texture. So I don't put on a lot. I don't have a lot of texture, but I've been breaking out a lot lately. So I've been doing some new skincare stuff to help out with that, but either way. But whoo, do you see that? Yes, yes. It's that Jackie Aina. She be knowing what the dark skin girls need. Knowing what the dark skin girls need. I personally do not care for, I do not care for blush. Pretty much ever. I'm not a blush fan. Maybe there will be a blush time that I care for blush, but at this point in my life I don't. So we're not going to do it. And I am going to first use again the Olay Mist, and then I will set my face. This is to help get the powdery look off, because I feel like because my skin is so dry sometimes that like it looks powdery. So I just do that to help get the powdery look off, and then I do that to get the help get the powdery look off, and then I will be using the All Nighter from Urban Decay, I believe it is. Urban Decay All Nighter. So just shake it up and spritz. Drench, pretty much, not spritz. This stuff really works though. So now that the base, everything is set, I'm going to finish my eyes off camera, and then I'll be back to give you my final thoughts on the foundation before the wear test. All right, so I finished my eyes off camera, added some lipstick, and we are good to go. So like, let's take a minute to look at this foundation. It looks so good. It looks so good. I'm so happy about it. The color matches perfectly and it just looks good all around. So right now it is 3:48, so 3:48. I'm going to wear this for a few hours, and then I will come back to give you my final thoughts. But as of right now, it looks really good. It feels super light. You can still see a little bit of my skin coming through, so it looks a little more natural, which is perfect for me. So I will be back in a few hours and give you my final thoughts. Hey loves, I am back. So I believe I left here at 3:40-ish, 3:50. I want to say it was 3:50, and I said that I was going to do a check-in later on in the night. It is later on in the night, not as long as the wear test as I would normally like to do, but I'm trying to eat some ribs, okay? I'm trying to eat some ribs, and my makeup's going to be a mess after that, so let's just get into it. So I believe right now it is, so it's 7:30, so it's almost 4 hours. And my makeup still looks really, really good. As you can see, I have a little bit of creasing right here with my smile lines. That is to be expected. Like I said before, I smile a lot, I laugh a lot, so to be expected, nothing serious, and it can easily be fixed. Other than that, the makeup feels really good. It's extremely light, and the color matches so well. Like I can't even believe. And my face doesn't feel dry. Some foundations that I use, even though they are hydrating, like just putting on a little bit of powder afterwards, like my face will still feel dry, and my face doesn't feel that way. I really love this foundation. I definitely will be buying the primer and their concealers based off of the fact that I really like this so far. So yeah, this is the review of the Fenty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Foundation. If you have tried this, please let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Wake, meditate, and slay.